So what is this? What are we doing first?
What are we doing first? We're playing a video game.
So what video game is this?
I don't know. I've never seen it. Never played this video game before in my life, actually, honestly. No, it's a Majora's Mask, man. It's great. It's a great game.
Nice. So what, I should probably say this first. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. All 0 subscribers that I have. But, this is Drew on White Mammoth Games, or just Mammoth Games, because I think that's what I edited it down to the other day, because I'm lazy. Joining us today is my best friend in the universe, the drum monger. I didn't actually ask him if I should say his name. So.
Yeah, today and never again. So, No, I'm kidding.
This is Tim. We're having fun playing Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask. So, Tim, what's going on the right there?
We're gonna. Oh yeah, it's not. That confused me because it's not actually on the right on my screen. That is an item tracker, which I hope is gonna work. With these 4x3 games, you gotta have something to fill the empty space. So, I figured an item tracker would be good. It's just basically going to show what items we've obtained. Hopefully, it's supposed to do it automatically. Asterisk at the end of it, but we'll find out.
Now, Tim, why do you have an item tracker for a totally legit Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask?
Why do I have an item tracker? Because I need to fill space on the screen. That is now that is not my item tracker, if that's what you're getting to.
No, I'm getting to the point of it's a 4x9 game. I can see a Windows logo. This is a GameCube game.
Yeah, well, Nintendo 64 game. Well, we're technically playing it on a Wii, quote unquote.
Technical jargon.
It's a Wii game. I'll say that. Anyway, this is the Majora's Mask game. So what?
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're good.
So this is gonna be a different playthrough of this game. I figure, there are a billion Majora's Mask playthroughs on YouTube. People come and they see some person run through the game the normal way, getting 100% of the stuff. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna do well, first of all, it's gonna be all masks. Not gonna be 100% because honestly, 100% would mean I have to do archery mini games, and I would rather find a bridge and jump off of it. Okay. So we're going to do all masks. That's going to be beating the game and collecting every single mask in the game. Actually, does my mouse show up on this? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, well, pretend in the recording my mouse is circling around my mask. My mouse is circling around all those masks in the tracker.
It is.
On your screen, not on the recording.
Oh, right. Okay, so quarantine is still in effect, and we're reasonable human beings, so this is finagled, so I might say something. You're like, I don't see that well. Don't worry.
Yeah. So we're going to be collecting all 24 masks, Fierce Deity and all. Not necessarily anything else other than that. Well, we are going to be collecting things, but we're not going to be required to collect anything else other than masks. So heart pieces, some items might be skipped, and that gets to the next point of it. I should preface, I don't know. I am not a speedrunner. I am very slow at this game. Very bad. And
I mean, dude, if I wanted a speedrunner, I'd call someone else.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
Straight up.
Wow. But I am... Oh, hey, there's text. I am going to be doing a little bit of sequence break-in and a little bit of glitching in this game, just to spice it up, do things out of order.
I honestly and thoroughly, I swear to God, I thought he was teabagging you for a second.
I
was like, I don't remember Nintendo writing that in.
He just frisked me, so.
Oh, nice. Did he steal anything?
No, he's not. That thing he's holding is not mine. That was a lie. That's 100%.
So I've never actually played this game all the way through. What's this guy's name?
That's the Skull Kid. Because he's a kid with a skull on his face.
Wait, that's a skull?
No, well, okay. That's a mask, but underneath the mask, there's a skull looking. Actually, no, there's not a skull looking. Well, there was an Ocarina of Time. Oh man. Okay.
Just steal Epona.
Game's looking a little crusty. Ignore that. I think that's because we're screen sharing. Hopefully that shouldn't happen.
Man, Lonk is getting dragged.
Yeah, never been dragged by a horse before, but I don't envy people who are. Doesn't look like that would feel good.
No, if you've been dragged by a horse, leave a comment. Let me know. Like, what happened? Why?
They're dead.
Please excuse me for a moment. I gotta get some of these dirty beans in my mouth.
Oh boy. So this is the beginning. Oh, that's a beautiful noise on camera. Ooh, okay. This isn't normally this crusty. I don't know why that's the case. Well, yeah. Okay, I guess we did establish that, huh? So this is the beginning of the game. It's very long, and if you've played the game 611 times like I have, it gets boring real quick.
When was the last time you played a like a legitimate, no glitches, no funky item randomizers? When was the last time
God, when did this game come out?
Well, if it was a 64, like what, late 90s? Something
Yeah.
like that?
I guess so. A little bit of my history about this game. This was, I think Ocarina came out in 99 and this came out in 2000. I was like 7 years old. And so I played them. I think Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda game, but this came shortly after and I haven't stopped playing it since. So, you know, it's kind of it's a very good game. Fight me. It's better than Ocarina of Time. Fight me. Don't at me. But I got into glitches and speedruns of it very early. I say very early, obviously not when it came out, but I was too young to even understand what a glitch was at 8. Actually, that's not true. I would be a really dumb 8-year-old if I didn't know what glitch meant, but I was very
Does everyone understand up, down, left, right, BA start?
That's a cheat code. It's different. But yeah, so I got into glitches and the speedrunning whole scene and everything really early on this. So pretty much after I learned how to do that, I've not played this game the intended way.
Well, that's okay, because I think this kind of stuff makes it more fun. Because like, I mean, how many? There's only so many ways to skin a cat, as the saying goes. Like Skyrim. I mean, it's on literally every console made.
Even a fridge.
Yeah, like you can play it on fridge. So, I mean, I've beat the base game at least 6 times, and that's just off the top of my head on a PC, not including any of the. I own it across every console as well because I want to give them that sweet, sweet moolah. But
Give Papa Todd your money.
Yes, I have to give Papa Todd all of the things. But after a while, it's like, you know, I've been the Dragonborn. I've killed it. You know, I've killed the dragons. I've rescued the world. Let's introduce, you know, Thomas the Tank Engine Dragon. Or Macho Man Randy Savage Dragons. Those are my favorite because you'll just be walking through the wilderness and hear, "Oh yeah, I'm wild, yeah."
But yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, there's only so many ways. Oh, hello, crust. Oh, I love the crust. There's only so many games, or there's only so many ways, especially in a game like this, that you can play it vanilla and it be different. But that's what's so great, especially about the Nintendo 64 era Zelda games that are just busted wide open. Like, you can beat this, you can just warp to the moon within the first 30 minutes of this game. And that it only takes that long because the first cycle is so drawn out and slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just...
Is there a way... What? Ooh, it might not be in this game. It might be in Ocarina of Time. Ooh, I actually don't know. I'm forgetting. That you can power step through a wall into the final boss fight.
Yeah. You can warp just straight to the final boss in Ocarina of Time. You can technically do the same in this game. But, you know, you gotta become a human first. If you've ever played this game, you know that takes a while. But it's just, there's so many different ways you can play it, and now with stuff like the randomizer that's out for this, it's just, it turns a game that one would normally only play maybe once a year into something with just infinite replayability. It's such, I love this game so much.
So have you hackadoodle-dooed anywhere yet?
No, I won't be doing that for... Actually, I mean, it'll be a minute. We're gonna see... We gotta get through a couple cutscenes.
I think it's impressive that they were able to put cutscenes on an RPG system.
Yeah. Now, I could have actually skipped this cutscene, and I'm actually kind of regretting I didn't now, but it's not a very cool skip, so that's my excuse, but the real answer is it's really hard, and I would probably have failed.
Does this guy have a Mario mask on him?
He does. We can go peek at his butt here in a minute. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool references. Like, I think that's King Dedede on the bottom, or a very scary version of King Dedede.
Oh.
There's like Gibdo there. That's the face on the mirror shield to his left. And he's got like Mario on the back and some other cool stuff.
I love it. When
There's so many like little details in this game. It's such a I'm never going to stop throughout this entire playthrough just praising this game because I love this game so much.
Oh, dude, for a game that can last this long and still get new...
Please.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I can't look... Oh, I can. Yeah, so there's Mario.
There's Mario, okay.
I don't honestly actually know what any of those other things are, but I'm sure they mean something. That's terrifying. But yeah, he's a creepy guy.
Yeah, definitely. So we left Kakariko Village. Where are we at?
This is Clock Town. This is our first entry into Termina.
You know, it's starting to occur to me. I don't know the story of this game like at all.
There's not really much to it. Evil mask that holds some dark evil person, and a Skull Kid put it on, and now he wants to do that thing from Infinity War or Endgame where Thanos crashes a moon into Tony Stark, except Tony Stark is Termina. Yeah, so our fairy's gonna tell us to do stuff. We're gonna ignore everything about what our fairy tells us to do. The dog is gonna be rude.
That dog said, "Hey, what you doing?" Not anymore.
So we have to go. First cycle is actually, it's really boring if you've watched it a lot, but some of the skips are actually kind of cool. We still have to go get magic because I guess even if you wanted to skip magic, there's really no reason to skip magic. But we can't skip magic, so.
Like magic ability or a person named Magic?
No, just your magic power in general, because you can't shoot a bubble as a Deku without magic power. I just completely forgot, like, literally where I'm going. Okay. Oh my god, the dog!
That dog has it out for you.
Yeah, he super does. So yeah, you get magic power, and it allows, for some reason, the Deku Scrub to shoot bubbles out of his snout. Which we need once ever in the game.
Oh my god.
Tingle!
So, okay, so we've attempted to record Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventure like 8 times. And I learned a deep, passionate love for Tingle while we were doing that.
He's great.
Tingle is the source of so many random creations of mine. And characters and just absolute redonkulousness.
The game audio is going to get a little quieter. I think it's already probably at a good level, but it's a little crackly, which I feel like is not going to come through well on videos, so if you just noticed it getting quiet... Oh, that's quick. I didn't... So... Anyway, I'm sorry.
We're not here for story content. I can...
Yeah. I'm so used to... It's really nice in some other tools like the randomizer. There's quick text, which just all text is like that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I know why. Because I'm actually... So this isn't actually the vanilla game. It's not a randomizer, but it's still not the vanilla game. That's actually all I'm going to say about that, but that's probably why I can do that. But yeah, all she said was somebody broke her into little tiny fairy creatures, and we just brought back the missing fairy creature, and she gave us magic power.
Okay.
Now, so, you know, a little backstory, I guess even for Drew in this game. here's what you're supposed to do first cycle. You're supposed to get that fairy, get magic, pop that blue balloon that we just passed,
Okay.
and that's going to make that little kid be like, whoa, you popped a balloon. You must be a cool guy. And he will make us play hide and seek with him. And when we win hide and seek, he'll let us into his hideout. From his hideout, we can go access the... Where am I going? I can't talk and play game at the same time. We go to his hideout, from which we get a moon tier, from which we trade with a Deku Scrub to get a Deku Flower to be able to reach the clock tower.
That woman is horrible.
Yes. Yeah, so this is Nana. We don't need... See, they give us 3 whole days. We don't need 3 whole days to do all that stuff I just talked about. So we're going to go talk to Grandma just to pass some time. Grandma will let us... We don't have an ocarina right now, so we can't skip days. But we can sit here and listen to Grandma's story until morning, which will progress the day.
Wow.
So it is now 8 a.m. on the final day. And we are off. So, yeah. And by the way, pretty much everything I described up until getting magic, we're not going to do. So, also, the guard will not let us out of town as Deku Scrub, but this guard in particular is really bad at being a guard. So we can just kind of do this and walk really fast and pop.
The heck?
So
that's hilarious.
this is actually really cool. You're never supposed to be out in Termina Field. Oh, the crust. As a Deku Scrub. So, well, I'm sorry. You are supposed to be in Termina Field as a Deku Scrub. You're never supposed to be in Termina Field without the ocarina. So it's kind of cool out here. There are no enemies. There are no, like, freestanding rupees on the ground. There's no NPCs. There's normally ice that blocks Snowhead. It's not there. They just, if you don't have Ocarina, they just put it in this weird state where it doesn't load anything. So I come out here to farm some rupees because we are going to need 50 of those for what is undeniably the most useful item in this entire game.
Is that said with sarcasm?
No, that is said with absolute certainty. First, perfect, 50 rupees. That's actually not usually that easy to do. When I was testing this earlier today to make sure I knew what I was doing, I only got like 40.
Well,
and
now
was
you're
very
up
sad
to
about it.
63, sir.
I also did go the other way, which I think there's less grass, so we're just not
What's
going to talk about
tattle
that.
mean?
That is the name of your fairy. The white one is named Tattle, the black one is named Tail.
Oh.
So they're like Tattletale. So Tattle's your fairy. She's just saying that we need to do something probably, you know, related to the plot, but I don't care what she has to say.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so we're going to hop over here, and this guard is like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Oh. And then we're going to get stuck on a pole.
Okay. I like it.
So, we are now going to purchase the most useful item in any N64 Zelda game
Is that
ever.
man wearing pants?
I believe so. I hope so. Just don't look directly at him.
Sure.
Bomb bag. Which I'm now actually just realizing I did that wrong. Should have probably brought bomb bag next cycle, because I'm going to lose all my bombs, but that's fine. I can get more. And then we're going to go in here. So, we never actually asked Granny, but she won't tell us any more stories because the apocalypse is happening.
Oh.
But, apocalypse or not, luckily this nice scarecrow man will dance with us, and that passes time as well, so we're just going to do a little jig until the night of the apocalypse. Even though I just stand there like a dummy watching him dance. But don't worry about that.
So when you go back in time or you reset the days, does it reset everything you got during those days?
Not if it's a key item, like a hook shot or bow or something like that. Mostly just your ammunition, bombs, arrows,
Okay.
stuff in your bottles. But we get, bombs just drop from grass in this world, so.
Oh, yeah. I hate to be the florist.
Yep. So I'm trying to think. I didn't do that super optimally, so we actually do have a little bit of time to wait until we can go up to the clock tower, but we can probably just cut that out of the video. So
I mean, okay.
the whole reason, I guess I'll kind of show you a little bit. This Deku flower right here, we'll walk up to it, and this Deku scrub is like, no, is mine.
Oh.
Cannot have. So he'll pop into it and be like, no, you can't use this. So that's, you know, we think, oh, okay, that's fine. Well, we need to get up here to beat the game, but we are too short. We can't climb this.
Because,
so,
you know, there's no Legend of Zelda other than Breath of the Wild where Link can jump.
Oh, you might be proven wrong about that here in a few minutes.
What?
So, you know, you'd think we need that Deku Flower because we need to get up there to beat the game. But that's the only way we can get up there, is shooting up with the Deku Flower. So we'd have to go pop that balloon, play hide and seek, run around, catch all the kids, have them let us into their hideout, go get the Moon's Tear. This guy wants a Moon's Tear, so we can trade the Moon's Tear to him for use of his flower. All that's boring. We don't want to do that. So we just go up here, and we do this nifty little jump that is frame perfect. So excuse me when I fail it a bunch of times, like that. Okay, come on. Well, we're gonna do it the hard way. There we go.
What the heck?
So you can just do these fun little backflips right on up there. So what I'm actually going to do while we wait around is try and see if I can get it the other way. Because the other way is pretty cool. The other way is called a gainer. And it's possible without doing this thing that I'm doing called pause buffering, which just basically lets me do one frame inputs really easily. But it's not really easy, apparently. Okay, and then do that, and then there we go. That's what a gainer's supposed to look like.
Oh, nice.
So what happens there is you backflip, and then let go of all your backflip buttons, and then repress them within like one frame of each other, and he just doesn't get any distance backwards in his backflip, so he gets all the height without going backwards and can grab the ledge. Or you can do that other weird jump I did, which was like it was a backflip, but I turned in the middle of the backflip, so I could grab the ledge. I don't know, there's so many ways to get on this tower as Deku. All that is useless. And we'll grab this heart piece, because why not?
Nice.
I'm going to be so low on health this entire run, because I'll be avoiding heart pieces. Even though I should get heart pieces, I'll probably get some heart pieces.
I mean, that's cool. So what do you do here?
You wait, and then when that clock hits 12, this door is going to open, and we're going to go talk to Skull Kid.
Oh, here we go.
And it's so close. Yeah. You know, of course, I sat here and practiced that gainer for like 30 minutes before we started recording and got it first try almost consistently, and then we record and it's like 7th try. I'm gonna blame the lag. That's gonna be my go-to this entire series. Even when I eventually fix the lag, I'm still gonna blame the lag.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Blame the lag.
It's all the lag's fault.
Blame being on. That's the curse of recording. Oh, hello. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that only opens at midnight. There are actually some pretty fun ways to get in there before midnight, which is normally not useful at all, but there's this fun new thing called Entrance Randomizer, which randomizes all of the entrances in the game. And
they lead to different places?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we'll have to, hopefully, you know, if we end up doing a randomizer after this, hopefully by the time that's done, Entrance Randomizer will be officially released, and oh, that'll be a series, boy, let me tell you.
That's something I can get that with.
It's insane, and it's the most fun thing I've ever done, because I'm a bad boy and built the beta version ahead of time. It's so fun. Like, that's the funnest I've ever had playing this game. I can't wait till it's fully released. And
how close to the moon is he right now?
Very. That's the moon is getting a good whiff for this clock town. So this is the only time in the entire game, and I'll probably say that and it'll probably come up again, But this is the only time I can think of that we ever shoot a bubble as Deku. That's the only reason we need magic. Because fun fact, too, if you could skip magic, I might actually be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure if you skip magic, even like magic arrows, you can just shoot if you don't have magic. You just are counted as having infinite magic. So, yeah, it's, I think that's the case anyway. I'm like 90% sure.
Well, that's kind of game breaking.
Yeah, except you can't shoot bubbles, so you can't get past first cycle.
If anyone can hear my wife in the background, she's talking sweet nothings to my dogs.
Oh. They're good dogs.
Tell them, honey.
Yeah, so this is the first and only time Princess Zelda will appear in this game. The Legend of Zelda, you know?
Wow.
In grayscale.
Totally forgot that the ocarina was in this.
Yeah, that's a big portion.
This reminds me of us. Drop the bass.
God, yeah. Just starts playing Skrillex on the ocarina.
What's that one? Equinox or whatever?
I have no idea.
I think that's the one that put him on the board. I remember listening to it. I used to work for Best Buy. I remember it came on the radio one night, or on the in-store radio, and everyone in the store was like, "What is that? It's awesome!"
Womp womp womp
And then
womp.
6 months later, we were all like, "Make it stop."
Yeah. Oh, the times, man. The times of not this year. And then we get yelled at because we have a flashback, and this is great. If you've never seen it, we get this tiny ocarina, and for some reason it turns into horns.
Wait, what?
Just horns.
Oop. Even he was like, "Wait, when did you get that?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like
In
this
the
all the time?
No, so only as Deku you have horns. If you are Goron, you have drums. If you're Zora, you have a guitar. And if you're human, you just play the ocarina.
I feel like I would be Zora all
Yeah, Zora's a good mask to have.
the time. I'm gonna assume that this was just a really neat little audio moment.
Hmm?
He played what I assumed to be a rockin' beat, and then, hello?
Yep. Are
Oh,
you?
right, we go back in time.
Yeah. Yeah, we're having a flashback of everything that happened in the past 20 minutes.
This guy's face is horrifying.
Dawn of the first day, 72 hours remain.
You know, this game had to be super confusing when it came out.
This game is still super confusing to a lot of people. It's
yeah, I'm not even playing and I'm lost.
It's a game, man. So yeah, that's first cycle. That's the most tedious part of this game for someone that's played it many, many times, but now the game gets fun. Trust me, the fun will start very soon after we get done talking. Very soon after one more really long cutscene, but then fun things start to happen. Okay. Unfortunately, those fun things will probably be next video because we're hitting the 30-minute mark almost exactly.
Wow, already?
Couldn't have timed that better if we tried, huh?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.